Hello, today is 7/3 of 25, and I am here with a video of what I eat in a day on my keto journey. If you're new here, my name is Christy. I changed my diet to a high protein, moderate fat, low carb diet in April of 2024. It is currently about 8:30, and I am ready for my coffee this morning. So I made my coffee with 2 shots of espresso, and I have 1 cup of Fairlife whole milk, a serving of Naked Brand Whey Isolate, and then I added my collagen powder. I am trying to use up my chocolate collagen because I don't particularly care for it. So I used half of a serving in my coffee and then half of a serving of the plain collagen, just kind of trying to work through it without, you know, really disliking my coffee. And then I will also have a packet of Body Armor Flash IV to get my electrolytes in this morning. It is 10 o'clock and I am back from running errands. I am going to leave at 11 to have lunch with my husband. We're going to go to Chick-fil-A, which is kind of our weekly thing that we do. But I wanted to show you a few of the things that I got at the store. So first I went to Aldi, and I got some Egg Life wraps. So I've tried egg life wraps in the past, but they were just plain. This is roasted garlic and herb. I did not like them as a wrap, like at all. I really didn't like the texture of them in a wrap. So I ended up using the rest of that package to like make some noodles, and they were okay, but it wasn't like, oh, this is great, right? And I think it mostly had to do with like the flavor. Like they just felt like they were kind of there, but didn't really have much flavor to them. So I got these because they're roasted garlic and herb. So I'm hoping that they have that flavor in them and I can use them as a uh, a noodle and have it taste like really good because it's going to have some flavor to it. I'm thinking that I'm actually going to take one of these as a wrap to Chick-fil-A with me. So I have an avocado here. I'll cut it in half and chop up half of it, or yeah, probably slice half of it and then put it in one of these egg life wraps. I'm just going to open it now and like taste it just so I can tell you what I think of it and actually see if I'm going to like it as a wrap. There's a lot of flavor in there and it's a lot of basil, which is okay, but I think I would like it better if it had less basil in it. However, like I think when you mix it with other things, like that'll kind of maybe like mellow it out a bit and maybe it'll be delicious. I think I will try it as a wrap. I still don't like the texture as much. But somehow I feel like it's better than the other ones, the plain ones. I feel like the texture is a bit softer and not as dry. I felt like the originals are like dry, so which is why I didn't like them as a wrap. But I think I will go ahead and slice up my avocado, take one of these wraps, and then just add a 12 count of grilled chicken nuggets to it to kind of make myself a chicken avocado wrap. Okay, so that was the first thing. The second thing is these carb control wraps. I actually don't eat wraps very often. It's not something that I ever had a lot of. But I would have like quesadillas sometimes and different things. I never have eaten a ton of tortillas. But I do like to get this kind of a product every once in a while, particularly for my kids. They really do like them and like them a lot. So I will also give these a try. This is Love and Fresh brand. So I just want to try one because I like to try new products. But mostly I kind of got these for my kids. So I will do that at some point. And then I also got the Love and Fresh keto friendly bread, which I have not tried this brand of keto bread, so I want to give it a try. I'm not huge on bread. Kind of never was huge on bread, at least like sandwich bread. I would have it with like a tuna sandwich or a BLT, and that's really about it. I don't really care for like cold meat sandwiches and things like that. So it's just not something that I ate a ton of even before I started this journey. But sometimes I just really feel like I want some bread with my tuna. In fact, that's one of the reasons that I haven't eaten much tuna lately, is just because it just doesn't sound good. Like I want some bread with it. So I'm not going to have this probably today. I don't know. Maybe I will. But I want to make a tuna sandwich with this. And I'm going to try freezing like the majority of it. My family will probably want some, but I'm going to try freezing the majority of it and then like see how it handles with being frozen, because it's not something that I'm going to eat. Like I'm not going to eat this every day. So I want to see how it's going to keep for me so that I can eat it, every once in a while, and not kind of like have the whole thing go to waste. The last thing I got, this I actually got at Fairway, is Amylu brand caramelized onion and white cheddar chicken sausages. I love the Amylu brand. I haven't been eating a ton of it lately, but I really do like it. It's something I really enjoy. In fact, I took some out of my freezer so I could eat them. I'm like, why have I not been eating these? I keep like needing more protein, and I'm not eating these for some reason. So I took some out of my freezer for me. The kind that I enjoy are the Italian sausage and the andouille sausage. The andouille is my favorite. I just want to talk about these. I don't like this particular flavor of Amy Lou brand just because I don't like cheese in my meat. It just like it kind of makes me a little nauseous just thinking about it. I don't like cheese in my meat. But my family loves these. This is their favorite kind. So they enjoy cheese in their meat. Both my kids and my husband really, really enjoy these. They're really easy to cook because they're already fully cooked, so they can just kind of warm them up. My husband will warm them up with a side of vegetables in the Instant Pot. They think that they are fantastic. So I just kind of wanted to mention that my family really, really enjoys these. All right, I'll be back with whatever else I eat today. It is quarter to 4. I went to the gym today. It was arms and core day. So I started with a half an hour of zone 2 cardio. Then I did my arms and core work, which was push ups, weighted decline sit ups, tricep dips, suitcase carry, bicep curls, mountain climbers, assisted pull ups, and dead bug. And then I did 5 minutes of as many rounds as possible of lateral raises, tricep extensions, hammer curls. And then I did another 5 minutes of as many rounds as possible of side plank, reverse crunches, and single leg balance hold. Then I did 30 minutes of zone 3 cardio, and I came home and I had some things to do, but I was kind of like eating while I was also doing those things because I was hungry and I wanted to be sure that I was getting something in me right away. So I had a yogurt bowl. I made it with 3/4 of a cup of Dannon Okios Pro plain Greek yogurt, which has 25 grams of protein in that 3/4 of a cup, and a half cup of frozen blackberries that I sauteed. I've also been drinking Body Armor Flash IV to get my electrolytes in. I am cooking in my air fryer right now one Amy Lou brand andouille chicken sausage. I really, really enjoy these. They are very good and really good ingredients. It's chicken, water, spices, parsley, crushed red pepper, paprika, rosemary, onion, garlic, salt, vinegar, and lamb casing. And that's it. There's nothing else in there. So no nitrates, anything. They are very, very good. And like to me, you can't even tell that they're chicken. Like they have such an unctuousness to them that like they feel like they are a pork product. So in the one link, now these are like the older version of it. They have their newer version, they're larger links, they're thicker. So in this one link, there's 100 calories with 4.5 fat, 1 gram of carb with no additional sugars, and then 12 grams of protein. So the protein to calorie ratio is fantastic. So I have that, and then I also have 2 chicken thighs that I have seasoned with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, and paprika. And then I used probably not even a teaspoon of olive oil to kind of rub on the skin, and so it'll get nice and crispy for me. And then I know that I'm going to need more calories today. Just with the work that I did, I need to try and get to around 2,000 just to stay within like a 500 calorie deficit. So I am going to have some chia pudding that I made up real quick. So that was made with, of course, chia seeds, 2 tablespoons. And then I used a serving of my Keto Chow core chocolate protein powder and a half serving of my beef protein powder, which is this is not what it usually comes in. The brand is Bulk Supplement. It comes in a bag and they're just annoying. And I had an extra bin, so I put it in a bin. And 1 cup of Fairlife whole milk. So I've got it here. I'm going to stick it in my fridge. I will eat it after I am done eating all of my meat. And then I'm going to see how I'm doing. So it's 3:45, not too late. Uh, I probably should eat a little bit more, but I'm not sure what that's going to be or if I'm even going to be like hungry enough for it. So we'll see what happens. I was really hungry. So I ended up eating 3 chef's cut beef sticks, which are my favorite beef sticks. So I did end up with a caloric deficit of about 200 calories, which is actually fantastic because I tend to be like too low in calories. So this is great. I had 2,400 calories. My protein is 273. My net carbs are 33 and my fat is 112. So I had a great day today. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow.